hope you're doing well. Welcome to today's show. If you're new here, my name is Divina Nyarangi, and on today's segment of health and lifestyle, we're going to discuss about family planning, which is basically the measures that are designed to prevent pregnancy. So there are several factors to consider before you choose the method or you decide on which family planning you can use. We have things like medical conditions. People with diabetes or high blood pressure may not be able, or some family planning methods may not favor their bodies. We also have fertility plan or childbearing plan to make it easier. So there are those who have decided like giving birth is done with them. So with these people, they can do the permanent family planning methods. But if you still feel like you're going to give birth or you're still in that journey, you're advised to take the temporary methods. We have those that go for 3 months, 6, we have 3 years, 5 years, depending on the timeline that you want to give yourself. So they're there, and it's good to know which one suits you before you decide on what to use. The other factor is the tolerance level. So every family planning method has got its own side effects. We can have some that cause dizziness, headaches, some spotting. So the much that you're able to put up with a certain method is what will determine which method you can use. So if you're able to do the pills for all those days and maintain consistency, then that can suit you. If you're able to go for the injection, that's fine, as long as you're able to put up with the side effects. The other one is baby delivery. If you're a new mother or you're still breastfeeding, there are methods that you can't do, and there are those that are advised for you, and that is normally for the sake of the baby milk, that is the breastfeeding. So if you're a new mother, it's good that you talk to your doctor so that he is able to advise on the best method that is not going to affect the baby's milk, and that is going to also suit you, because at that stage you're not just like any other person. So next, we're going to look at how the family planning methods are classified. Just as we've been mentioning before, we have temporary and permanent methods. So let me start with the permanent methods. We have two, that is vasectomy and tubectomy. So vasectomy normally happens in men, and tubectomy happens in females. So these two methods are just like an incision done in both bodies so that the egg does not get into the uterus, and for the male, so that the sperms do not get out of the male body, and therefore there's no pregnancy that is going to happen. These are permanent methods that are done with the females or males, and that means they can have their sexual activities and nothing happens. On the temporary methods, number one, we discuss about the natural methods. Under natural, we have withdrawal. So withdrawal just happens when the male does not ejaculate in the female's body. So there's no sperm that is going into the female's body, and that means no pregnancy. The other natural method is being able to trace your safe days, unsafe days, and tracking down your ovulation days. So this happens in a way that when you know you're safe, you can have the sexual activities. When you're unsafe, you don't have your activities. And during the ovulation period, you also avoid the sexual activities because there are high chances of you getting pregnant. Yeah. The other method is oral contraceptive pills. The oral contraceptive pills are normally pills that come in a pack of 28. For instance, we have the Femiplan, Chaguo Langu, and I think there are many more. So on the oral contraceptive pills, you normally take a pill per day. The moment you miss the pill, a pill a day, that means you're losing your consistency, and that may affect the efficiency of this pill at the end of the month. So on the oral contraceptive methods, we are advised to maintain consistency so that the efficiency also increases, so that the chances of getting pregnant decreases. So we also have injectables. Example is Depo. So Depo is an injection. Well, others call it jab. Well, it has several names. So the injection is normally given 3 months. It goes for 3 months, so 3 months each. It goes for 3 months and has progestin hormone that is released to the body to prevent the pregnancy. What Depo typically does, it suppresses ovulation so that at the end of the day, pregnancy is prevented. We also have barrier methods. Just from the name barrier, what these methods do is to block sperms from eating the egg. So the methods include condoms, cervical caps, diaphragms. Yeah. So the ejaculation is done using the methods like the condoms. Yeah, you understand. So kindly note that this is the only method that has an added advantage because it also prevents HIV, HPV, and other STDs. We also have IUCD, which is commonly called, many people refer it to the coil. So it is a T-shaped copper and plastic device that is inserted into the female's body, and then it rests in the uterus. So typically it works by releasing the copper ions that kill the sperms. So sperms do not survive, and that's why it prevents pregnancy. So many people normally prefer this method because it is non-hormonal. Our last temporary method is the implant. So the implant is normally a tiny rod that is inserted into the female arm. Normally it's put somewhere here. It can be 1 or 2 rods. Yeah, so the way it works as well, the rods normally release hormones that prevent pregnancy. So we're going to discuss the side effects of family planning. And before we look at the side effects, so family planning is normally a conversation between your doctor and a conversation between you and your doctor, because you can't just pick any method and start using it, because just as we discussed before, the doctor has to check on your medical condition and a few things before you get the correct method for you. So we got different side effects. We'll start with menstrual changes. So there are those who may experience heavy flow, heavier actually than usual. There are those whose menses become lighter. There are those who experience a longer period than usual, shorter, spotting, all that. The other one is changes in weight. There are those methods that may give you, that may cause you to put on a lot of weight. There are those who cut a lot of weight. There are those who maintain their weight. Yeah, so it also depends on the method that one uses. We also have fertility complications. This happens in a way that after withdrawing your family planning method, and then maybe you expect to get pregnant sooner, and then it doesn't happen. So these are some of the causes that the family planning does. You may take longer or a shorter period than you expect. Yes, we also have cardiovascular effects, dizziness, headaches, depending on the method that you're using. We also have nausea as a common side effect, especially with the pills, but it's common. Maybe after some time it goes away. There are those who experience it for a bit longer. But yeah, it's a common effect, especially for those that are using pills. So the common question that is normally asked is that, or the common condition that you find on the family planning issue is that someone may get pregnant while on the family planning method. Either using whichever the method, you get someone is pregnant. So normally what happens, let me give an example using the pills. There's always a method given or a procedure in which you're supposed to use the pills. Like if you're not consistent, you're missing one, you're missing 2, 3, or next week you don't have it, so that's how the efficiency reduces. Or maybe something happens to your body and you don't get in touch with your doctor, so maybe in some cases it's hormonal changes, so that's how it happens. You're on your family planning and you happen to get pregnant. It's common, so it's advised that we take our family planning methods as advised by our doctors, and in case there's any complication, we also get in touch with the doctors. Thank you all for watching, and if you're new here, kindly remember to subscribe and feel free to leave a comment below about this video, about what you feel generally, and kindly keep watching because we still have good content for you. See you in the next video.